Hi all, my name is Dan Jones. I'm a regulatory lawyer in the law firm Baker Botts, and I'm also a member of the Payment Association's Project Regulator Working Group. In this short video, I'm going to provide an update on just some of the work that Project Regulator has been doing in recent weeks. And to start with, we've got a public service announcement in relation to the review and approval times for FCA authorizations. Now, whilst we all know the FCA to be a very hardworking and competent regulator, many members of Project Regulator have noticed the timelines for review and approval slipping from the target standards published by the FCA. This has been noted for applications for payment services and also registration for crypto services. We suspect, though, that the same will probably apply across the full regulatory spectrum. Now, by way of example for this, we have observed crypto registrations which should take 3 months for review, taking so far as long as a year, with that process still continuing. In conjunction with this, we've observed more applications being rejected because of a failure to provide adequate data in relation to technology and compliance with AML requirements. Now, Project Regulator is proposing sending a communication to the FCA to notify them of our concerns. Now, if you've been similarly affected by the delays and would like to contribute to this communication, please contact Tom Bruin and Jay Bennett with your information. As our second update, members of Project Regulator recently joined the FCA and other associations, such as Innovate Finance, for an FCA handbook transformation session. The session was arranged by the FCA as part of its work to improve user experience and content for the handbook, and it focused a significant amount on interoperability with other FCA website pages. At the same time, it was recognised that recent attempts to improve the FCA register hadn't made it more user-friendly, and that there were lessons to be learned from that exercise. The FCA stated that it remains open to further suggestions, and if you do have recommendations that you would like to make to the FCA to improve the handbook experience, please feel free to contact me and share those using the Payment Association portal, and I'll be happy to pass those on to the FCA to the extent that they weren't already considered as part of that working group. Finally, if you find yourself at a loose end this Christmas and want to listen to some solid debate around the regulation of buy now, pay later services, please tune into our latest podcast, where Alison Donnelly will be moderating Manish Garg, Mitch Trehill and myself as we discuss what is all the fuss about BNPL, what are the real risks to consumers, if any, and what future regulation might look like. The podcast is due to be published in the next 2 weeks, so please keep an eye out for it. So all that's left for me to say is I hope you have a fantastic Christmas period, and I hope to see as many of you as possible at the PA's Christmas drinks in the next few weeks. Thanks.
Hello there, Josh Berle from MasterCard and chair of the Project Inclusion team here with your review for November. So it's been a slightly different month this month, where we've spent quite a lot of time talking to a number of different personalities across our industry, just to learn a bit more about things perhaps we didn't know before. So first of all, we spoke to Manu Pelletero of Invest, which is a new fintech offering a benefits calculator as a plug-in to a lot of other applications. That was very interesting, and we've spoken also to Jane Sibley, who is the founder of the care card company Sibstar, who are providing a service for people who are on the edge of cognitive impairment loss, and a card that can provide a proper safety net for those people who would otherwise lose confidence in terms of their daily lives. And finally, we've spoken to Victoria Roberts of TechNation, which is a Treasury-funded organisation to promote UK tech, and we'd like to see if we can work together to provide a programme or joint activities and promotion in respect of UK fintech and inclusion. Last of all, we have been developing our work programme to some degree in respect of 2022 with a big focus on crypto, and we're very much looking forward to seeing what we can do there, both in terms of focusing on the members that the Payments Association has in this area and the market beyond, not just within the UK, but possibly Europe and the world. In addition, we're looking at a possible series of webinars in respect of our lifestyle and values banking paper. That's something to look at, and possibly some other activities around affordable saving as well. So if any of that sounds like it's of interest, of course, as ever, reach out. We'd love to hear from you, and thank you very much indeed.
Hello, I'd like to give you a brief update on Project Financial Crime at the Payments Association. As ever, this has been a busy month, November, in terms of activity. We had a very successful conference on November the 9th, Financial Crime 360, which we're very pleased was well attended and very well received, and we will be repeating that exercise. At the most recent meeting, we discussed the Home Office latest government engagement exercise, which is about reforming the law on preventing economic crime. There are 3 topics on that paper. First of all, the strengthening of anti-money laundering data sharing, essentially, and certain other powers. There's also a section on crypto assets, and finally a section on unexplained wealth orders. So that is an exercise that the Payments Association is filing a response about, and that response has to be filed by the end of the day on the 30th of November. And apart from that, we also have a white paper coming up, which we're grateful to Visa for sponsoring, and that white paper will be concentrating on strong customer authentication, and I'd ask you to keep an eye out for the publication date of that. There are also another couple of consultations going on at the moment on buy now, pay later, and also on the extension of the APP responsibility, so that apart from those who voluntarily signed up to prevent APP scams, that will be something which will be compulsory in the future for all regulated entities. And I hope that that's a helpful update. And just to let you know, I will be back from where I am today, which is in Hawaii, for the next meeting, and look forward to speaking to you then. Bye-bye.